Ethical egoism amounts to the development of a set of principles which support a robust vitality. It is valid to the extent it supports you. These principles answer the question, hell yes, I choose my life. What do I need to do to have this be all out great? That's the question. Okay. Now, you can make mistakes. It doesn't. None of this implies that you cannot make mistakes. That you got some kind of free ride here. It's not that. So knowledge and your method of knowing become all important to support you in choosing which ego units you're going to go after, how you go about them. That all supports you in building up your stock of pre-values, possibilities, you can draw upon, for ideas. All of that is important. One is mature to the extent he takes full responsibility for being his own moral authority. And once you do, mistakes are your friend. They are a piece of the process of learning. There's a lot more that can be said about this. I happen to think that it is a revolutionary way of looking at life, at the self. Now, I want to wrap this up, I want to leave you with a possibility. We now know that our ego is there to support us in living. We are designed to create and produce the values that we need for living. Our culture spends a lot of time dwelling in the desert of need. That's what I call it. I say the desert of need because that is where we know we need a value in order to live. We don't get off the couch and produce a value. We're in the desert of need, right? So, some people have surrounded themselves with this mindset to the degree that to create and produce the value they need is almost treasonous. You hear people, I was talking to some guy who said he needed to find some work to do and so forth, and I said, well, just remember when you go talk to them that you want to produce value, the value they need that they would hire to do, and he said something like, well, they need to show me the money. He said that, I'm like, oh my, this is not going to turn out well, But, so in other words, he was in the desert of need, you see. He wasn't in the place of creation at all, not even close, And when I called him on that, it was like he was pissed. It was treasonous. This was, it was not the thing he wanted to hear. So, that's what happens. This truly is a poverty state of mind, and there are places within all of us where we have a poverty state of mind. It's a process. It's always a process to find places where we've been stopped, and we don't create there. There's places. So, the growth process is about rooting those out. The truth is, the poverty state of mind is a lie. It is a lie because we are designed to create and produce the values we need. Without doing so, we don't even get to be fully human. It's kind of interesting that the need addicts think they're the real humans. But they do. Once you get this, a whole new world opens up. Rather than living life ordinary, we live it extraordinary. We live to create and produce value in everything we do. Every human being has needs, and all he wants to do is have the value that fulfills those needs. So if you want a rich life in the currency of your choice, be it money, love, beauty, truth, community, you can have it by creating value. People will exchange what they have for it. You are doing pretty well at this when you experience not scarcity, but abundance. Okay, I give you an example. About 3 weeks ago, I hung my art at the Drip Coffee Shop. The owner wanted something for his walls after the previous exhibitor had removed her art. When talking to him about this, I didn't force it. I told him I would bring I said, well, I have something I can put on your walls if you're interested. He said he was interested. I said, well, I'll bring it in, you can look at it. If you like it, we'll put it up. If you don't like it, we won't put it up. I never forced anything. I was always leaving him make choices. And because this was an opportunity for me to enjoy the coffee shop more with my art hanging in it, and an opportunity for others to see my art, I decided I was going to do everything I could to have this whole experience be a value for the owner of the coffee shop. I did not want this to be ordinary for him or me. I had the thought that perhaps I could hold a reception for the art. Well, he decided he wanted the art, so I hung the art. So, then I had the idea, well, maybe I could have a reception and have people come that'd like to see it. This would be good because then he would get some more business, so I'm thinking this way, right? And so, I worked that out and got the right date and everything.